Hello, I'm Martin Fencka, and because this is my first video of 2018, let me say Happy New Year, and hopefully the year 2018 will be better for all of us than the year 2017. With the new year, I have some new series coming to my channel. The new Civ 5 series really is not a big surprise. The only question was which Civ we'll be playing. I'll get to that in a minute. But before that, some of you guys asked me if I would play some other games on my channel as well, and I definitely want to play some other games. I have some non-Civ series coming quite early this year. I have some early access games that I want to play, and also there are some games I've been following for quite a while that should be released early this year, so all of that should appear on my channel. I think the first non-Civ series should start within like 2 weeks, first 2 weeks of January, so quite soon. So hopefully those of you who don't enjoy Civ 5 that much will find something else that you will enjoy more. And maybe you guys who are coming for Civ 5 mainly will try some other of my series as well, and maybe you'll enjoy those as well. But let's get back to Civ now. The question of which Civ we'll be playing here, we had a poll for that, and of course it ended up as a draw, so I had to decide myself, and in the end I decided that we'll play both Byzantium and Celts at the same time. So this series that I'm recording right now, that will be the first episode of the Byzantium Let's Play, and later today I want to record the first episode of the Celtic Let's Play. We'll be playing them at the same time. I will try to record one episode of each of these Let's Plays every day. So I hope it won't be too much, that you'll have time to follow both of them. But we'll see. Let me know in comments what you think about this idea. But I really couldn't decide which Civ I would take. So yeah, I just went with both, and I hope it's not a horrible idea. As I said, let me know in comments what you think about this. We are again playing Vox Populi, of course. Here's the list of mods. No surprise here, just I updated Vox Populi, so the current version is the one from the 15th of December 2017. There are some nerfs to my early game strategy, so I'm not sure how that will work. I did a few test runs, but only till like early classical era, so only first few dozen turns. And all I can say that the changes do affect my usual game plan, but we'll see how I'll be able to handle that. As for settings, I said that you'll be playing Byzantium, and if I was ever nervous about the result of the Let's Play, it's here. Because Byzantium is completely different from the Civs that I'm usually playing. Byzantium doesn't have any early game, or really, oh yeah, doesn't have any early game. We really don't have anything until we get our unique buildings and until we get religion, and I definitely can't say that that is early game. So our early game will be quite slow, and hopefully we won't fall too far behind our competitors. But we'll see about that. Let's go to advanced setup. But because of this, I've decided to go with settings that I'm used to and that I'm comfortable with when it comes to map. So I will again use 11 civs, 13 city-states, Pangea plus. This time I will use a younger world, so we get more hills. And from advanced settings, transparent diplomacy, raging barbarians, quick combat and movement, no surprises there. Tech brokering, that's the usual things, no ancient ruins. Enable research agreements, enable event system. All of that are the usual settings, but this time I'm going with no bad events. Quite a few people told me that I should turn this off, And I agree, especially later in the game, it gets just annoying when we are getting floods, blight, pestilence, forest fires all the time, and pretty much nothing else. I'd really appreciate if there was an option to turn off these tile improvement damaging events. I would just turn off those, and I would keep things like volcano eruptions, hurricanes. They're realistic, so I don't mind having those, but all those blights and pestilence and stuff like it's just getting on my nerves, and they're showing way too often in the early game, so yeah, because of that, I'll turn this off, and we'll go with no bad events. Also, I disabled starting bias because from those few test games I tried, it seems to me that Byzantium always gets horrible starting locations. Just plains and grasslands with no production, no hills around it, no forests, no anything. You have to get animal husbandry and hope that you get multiple copies of horses, that you get some cattle, maybe then stones. And if you don't, you are just screwed up. You will never build anything. So I want to randomize this a little bit, and hopefully with the random or disabled start bias, we get a little bit better starting location. As usual, this will be a series with over like 60 episodes, so I don't want to be screwed by a starting location. If we get something bad, I'll just restart. The settings are and the mods are already difficult enough, and I don't want to basically kill the Let's Play by a horrible starting location where I won't be able to do anything because just the RNG didn't give us enough to work with. So that's that, and I added manually the Huns and the Ottomans, because if I remember correctly, those two are the historical enemies of the Byzantine Empire. I think early in the existence of Byzantine Empire, Huns were a big problem for them. I think Byzantine Empire paid a lot of gold to Huns in order to basically survive, and in the end, I think it was Ottomans who destroyed Byzantine Empire. So I decided to add these two. Maybe we can take revenge. Yeah, and now I think we can start. Oh, by the way, if I'm wrong with these two saves, then just happens. I'm not really that good with history. But I think I vaguely remember these two having something to do with Byzantine Empire, that they had some problems there, so I think this time I'm actually not wrong, and these are the historical enemies of Byzantium. Okay, before we start, let's go through our unique ability, unit, and buildings just quickly. There's nothing too complicated this time. We can start the religion, even if the maximum amount of religions was already achieved on the map, so we will definitely have a religion in this game. And we can choose from beliefs and pantheons that were already chosen, so we have no limitation for our religion, plus we can take one extra belief. So that's the main strength. We can get a really strong religion that will hopefully help us to catch up with everyone during the mid-game. Our unique unit is a Cataphract, replacement for a Knight, but I'm not too happy about this. Cataphract maybe isn't that bad, but all the future upgrades in the Knight line are quite weak. We tested that in the previous Let's Play, so I'm not sure how often we'll be using these. Even if Cataphracts by or themselves are not too bad, when we upgrade them, they'll just start to suck, so maybe I'll just get a few, try them again. I'm really not too happy about this unique unit. But what I'm really happy about is Basilica, our unique building. Replacement for a temple that gives culture, faith, and the faith scales up with the population of our cities. So this is a huge, really insane boost to the faith income. We want to get them as soon as possible. And on top of this, it's a part of the philosophy tag. And philosophy is... we are trying to rush philosophy always as soon as possible, because we get Oracle there, that is a wonder that we are trying to get every time. So we will get access to Basilica very early without adjusting the usual tech progress, which is perfect. So yeah, this is... I like this maybe even more than our unique ability. This is an amazing building. So that's that, and let's see how the map looks like. Okay, I already like it. We have furs, we have truffles. We'll probably try to get monopoly on furs. That should be our luxury, that we will be able to get the monopoly on. Happiness, well, it's not bad. I'll try to get truffles because early the flat food is better monopoly, but yeah, I can't complain because we get culture from furs as the yield, so that's pretty decent. We want to start here. Let's have a look around. I think we can stay where we are. Just have to confirm that is a hill. Yeah, we are on a hill with the forest. I think we can be happy about the starting location. Let me just check yields quickly. This is gold. Yeah, hopefully we get the truffles as the first border pop. I'd like to get the extra gold. I want to get warriors, at least the first warrior, as soon as possible, so that little bit of extra gold would help. I really can't complain about the starting location. I mean, it's really good. We are lacking food a bit. That might be a problem. We'll see about that later. Let's settle right here. And of course, this is what we want to work. We'll get the monument in 14, then we go for shrine. The good thing about our unique ability is that we don't have to really rush faith too much, because even if we are late to some pantheons or beliefs, no one can take them from us. We can always take them, and we don't have to worry about not getting religion. So even if we are a bit behind early faith-wise, it doesn't really matter that much. We should be able to catch up later easily, and we won't lose anything, any beliefs that we really want to get. So that's why it's monument into faith, or faith monument into shrine. And as for research, wheel, pottery, calendar, the usual start, and we have what? We have luxuries that require trapping, right? So we don't have to go into any text on the bottom side of the tree. And go directly into trapping, then trade and writing. Then we want to go into probably military theory. I probably won't plan ahead. Just these. I'm sure that we want to get these tags, but later I'm not sure if we go animal husbandry, military theory, or mining, animal husbandry, military theory. We'll see about that. Okay. Everything is locked, and now we can end the turn and start talking about some of the changes in the current version of Vox Populi. Let's see what's here first. I'm just checking in case there is a Great Barrier Reef. So changes. First, there is a new promotion for captured workers called, I think it's Prisoner of War. For 50 turns after they are captured, their effectiveness is reduced quite significantly. So that slows down the early game a bit, but we don't have any tiles that can be improved immediately. So we will just capture, I don't like the barbarian here, we'll just capture the first worker, and before he'll be able to do something, the promotion should go away, so don't have to worry about that too much. Come on, another barbarian? Really? Do I have to go back now? Yeah, definitely have to go back. Just make sure that we don't run into more barbarians. So that's the change to workers. What else? There are some changes to the fealty policy tree. That's one we will most likely use, even though it's been nerfed. To be honest, the first version of the tree was just way too overpowered, so I agree with these nerfs. And I think now it's more balanced. And it's still good enough so that we want to take it. I'm not 100% sure, but let's say like 90% convinced that what we're gonna take after Authority. And another change that's... oh, hey. That's to the leveling speed of units. Oh, hey, speaking of Great Barrier Reef, it's here. It's here, and had I known this, I'd have... oh, I'd started here. Well, guess I can't just move the capital north anymore. Okay. I hope we can start our secondary city somewhere. 1, 2, 3. I think secondary city will be here. It's not the best location, but it's worth it just for the wonder. Now with the slower game pace, units need more experience to level up. So even the second promotion takes quite a while, and the later promotions will probably take much longer. Holy crap! This is a really weird map. One, two. We could start the city here. Get the Perils and the Great Barrier Reef with just one city. Also, there's one more change that I should mention. I'm not sure if we'll have that in this Let's Play, but I think it was Morocco that got its unique ability changed. They can now pillage trade routes without declaring war. I don't know how exactly this works, what kind of penalties they get for that. But I really hope that we don't get Morocco as a neighbor, like, ever. Because, I mean, that's just so wrong, this ability, if it works the way it's supposed to work. You have someone who can just run around the map with its scouts and plunder trade routes everywhere without just any consequence. Yeah, there's something wrong about that, and maybe I'll just try to play as Morocco at some point to see how broken it is, but it sounds completely insane. And we got another wonder, speaking about insane things. Here or here? Oh. Somewhere in this area will be a city. And this will probably be the second city, because it's unlikely that someone steals the Great Barrier Reef, but it's possible that someone tried to steal the Fountain of Youth. Let's have a look around. In case there's someone we have to compete with for the wonder. Okay, good. Another promotion. Oh, hey. So we have someone, Askia. Well, we want to slow down everyone who can cause problems. It's behind the river. Yeah, I think it's safe. Jump in, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'll take quite a lot of damage, probably. Well, this warrior... Oh, this warrior can actually hit us. Yeah. I didn't realize that Askia has the ability to ignore rivers. Can't just lose the Pathfinder. We will lose the worker. I'll try to stay here and recapture it. Okay, that wasn't that good. Should be able to do it if you do it right. Is near. It's quite annoying because it's blocking culture. Okay, I think worker will be still here. One, two. Can move all the way. Nope. He's down here. Okay, let's go around. We have to catch him or capture him before he finishes this farm. If we can't do that, then we are screwed. Should be fine here. They can't see us behind the mountain and the forest. Hey, Germany. On. Yeah. He is still here, so this still doesn't work. Okay, let's just get out of here. That's not gonna work. Too many warriors. How much money do we need for a warrior? We'll just stay at war until we get a warrior and then try get the worker with 2 units. Kill this guy. I think we can. Some extra culture I didn't expect. We need what, 30? This will shave off a turn of the warrior. And actually, I will be able to keep the worker outside of the city. All I have to do is just pillage tiles. And pillaging tiles means money. This might not be too bad. No, I definitely don't want to peace out. I will find a way how to get the worker. Move down here. Oh, more warriors. Still, I will try to do it somehow. On the hill, we need vision. Nope, I really want that the worker. Oh hey. Know that we are losing some yields because the barbarian is attacking the city, but he'll die and we'll get culture from that, so we get something in exchange when he dies. Oh, this guy is a problem. Here's the culture. How long until we get more people? 6 turns. Is it possible that the worker is here? Just another warrior. Oh. Gonna do it. No. I think that we still have a chance. 8. Might have made a mistake there. Could have waited one more turn. Replaced the Pathfinder with the Warrior. But I think the Pathfinder can survive attacks from 2 warriors. That's all we need. Yep. I'll be able to pillage any of the tile improvements, but it's fine. Now we move back, take the worker with us, and say thank you. What is this? Plus 1 gold fate culture from every unique luxury. Okay, surprised. It's usually not the high priority pantheon for AIs. Want to peace out now? I think we do. I'm still thinking about taking or pillaging some of the farms, but I probably won't be able to do it against how many? 5 warriors now? Let's try to avoid barbarians. Okay. And now that camp. And we should be safe. We have the council. Can we shave off a few turns from the settler? Don't think so, but it's fine. We have 38 turns until we get calendar. Probably don't even want to lose that gold or culture. I think it's fine. 29 turns is okay. I think we can send the Pathfinder south. Wait. Don't have anything to do with the worker for a while, but remember, after calendar we go for trapping, so it won't take that long. Then we can start improving our luxuries. Do it, but I'm afraid that we may have fresh barbarians spawning on this turn. It's usually what happens. I wouldn't be surprised barbarian here. Or here, that works as well. Can we still take the camp and survive? It's a bit risky, but I really could use the gold. I didn't run away. How many hit points do we have? 47. We can end up on like 17 after this attack. Okay. We'll just have to wait. It'll be too risky. We really can't lose a warrior now. Another one? Is that some extra culture that we get this way? I'll just stay where we are. Okay. Almost thinking about going for dominance. Use the extra science. But then we would delay Imperium. Also, tribute is just too good to ignore. Well, I think it's time to make a cut in this episode. Didn't expect that it would take too long to get the first work. I made a huge mistake there. I didn't realize Askia can cross rivers without any penalty. But we managed to get the worker. They're slowly working on the first settlers. I'll have to think about position of our second city. I'm afraid the Askia may start the city here, or maybe even here, and just steal the wonder from us. But yeah, I'll think about this off camera. We have a decent starting location. We have some city locations available to the south. That's pretty good city location here with the new luxury resource. Here we have another luxury resource. We still have the Great Barrier Reef. I think overall we can't complain about this start. So yeah, this will be all for the first episode. I hope that you liked it. I hope that you're gonna join me for the next one again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.